Hello everyone, I would like to present about the strategic nexus or the core framework of energy policy and industrial competitiveness with the theme of navigating the golden Indonesia transformation amidst global decarbonization. This is a strategic analysis of downstreaming policy framework at UPTL 2025 to 2034 and the nickel decarbonization roadmap. The vision is to from extraction to industrial powerhouse, which consists of three miles, three proposed. The first is the goal of Golden Indonesia 2045 advanced economic status, and then the target of 8% GDP growth, which is required to escape middle income trap, and then the driver of downstreaming value capture from raw material to added value goods. So we not only sell material and then buy the added value goods, but also we do the process of value added or hilirisasi or downstreaming. The core framework is consists of three objectives: energy security is to reduce import vulnerability. The oil uh, is about 20 billion US dollar per year of import, and then the fiscal stability, managing APBN deficit of 2.53% of GDP versus the subsidy bill in 2024 about 713.5 trillion rupiah. The insight is the current policies which aim for the center, but structural friction exists at every corner. This is the first challenge that of the broken market, externalities and the carbon gap. We can see the market price of coal domestic market obligations is $70 per ton, but the social cost it creates, such as climate damage, pollution, health burdens, is bigger. This is expressed by the Pigovian gap, the current carbon tax of about 30,000 rupiah or less than $2. It is it will require social costs of 40 to 100 dollar based on World Bank or IEA estimates. Uh, and then the second challenge is the subsidy trap, distortion and deadweight laws. The subsidy in 2024 is 713.5 trillion rupiah. If we dive deep about this subsidy, uh, with this graph, that the household with within income and then the benefit received, we can see that the less household income family will receive the least benefit. So the richer, more rich people in Indonesia actually get the highest subsidy. This concept is called the fiscal cannibalism. The state spend billion subsidy while trying to tax subsidy dependence. And then the third challenge is the institutional gridlock, the principal agent problem. Here, the principal is the government and the agent is PLN. It the relationships is creating a conflicting mandates. Meanwhile, PLN needs a less cost. Then the contract with the power producer is stiff, take or pay all contracts. Meanwhile, the government keeps saying that goal rapid green transition. So they are conflicting. A natural monopoly failure. PLN is locked into paying more coal power, even if unused, creating a financial disincentive to onboard renewables. And then the, the next challenge is the green ceiling, the CBAM regulation and export competitiveness. There is heat map increase from aluminium to iron and steel and then fertilizer. The threat is that the EU Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism or CBAM imposes tariffs on carbon intensive imports. So without green electrons, the downstreaming concept will fail. The labor cost uh, cannot offset the lower carbon cost cannot offset the 55% tariff imposed. So the even though the labor cost is cheap, it cannot offset the tariffs. And then the next challenge is the macro fiscal principle. This uh, describe the sensitivity of if the oil price increase by $1 and it will create deficit of APBN creates which is created by subsidy widens by 7 trillion rupiah. So this is the policy dilemmas, the challenge, the next challenge, navigating the trade-offs. So the coal phase out versus tariff stability, and then the subsidy removal versus social stability. If the subsidy remove, it is there will be a protest from the people. And then the carbon tax versus competitiveness. Uh, if we comply, if we want to decrease carbon tax imposed, it will need more costs uh, to make it happen. And then the local content versus rapid deployment, uh, building domestic supply chain will create a 2 times cost increase for renewable. This is the solution. The solution number one is the institutional fix, governance and coordination. The previous siloed of national institution should be integrated. Energy industrial transition task force. So it will make one data registry, unified ESG and carbon registry to satisfy CBAM, and then creating PL and should be there will be should PLN reform from shift from single buyer to neutral grid operator. Solution number two is the fiscal fix, subsidy reform, and carbon pricing. There are two main ways to make this happen. The subsidy transition, subsidy to bantuan langsung tunai, so that the purpose is get to the point to the people. And then the second is carbon tax should be increased to 30 to 50 dollar per ton, and then the revenue is for to renewable energy increase rate should be low. So there should be carbon tax increase and the interest rate of subsidy to for renewable resource should be decreased. Shift from subsidizing products to supporting people and funding green infrastructure. Solution number three is the industrial fix, securing the green premium. The green premium is the nickel. The nickel process should be green nickel standard which is the mandatory ESG compliance to bypass the CBAM, and then the flexible local content ratio for the renewable power plant, and then creating captive power transition such as industrial complex zone to adopt hybrid solar storage, and it will create the global market premium by aligning this industrial practice with global sustainability goals to achieve market differentiation. This is the summary of the to get to the roadmap of 2045, which consists of short-term, medium-term, and the long-term to 2045. The short term is by reforming the subsidies from the conventional subsidies to oil, etc., to bantuan langsung tunai, and then to establish carbon pricing to $30 to $50 per tons, and and uh, and then the revenue they get is used to decrease the interest rate of the renewable power plant. And then in medium term, creating the grid integration for power wheeling, and then phase out captive coal step by step. And then with that, we can reach the high value carbon neutral implementation from depending the status quo to pioneering the future. That's all. Thank you, everyone.